Look at that setup. That is just real nice. But what is up, people? Welcome back to another video. Today we are getting started on the warehouse clean out. Yes, I landed a job, but I told you guys pretty much I was. All I had to do was stay. All I had to do was like stay in the $2,000 budget. And even though if I priced this job, it might have gone over 2,000, I still think I can get this job and be super profitable. So I'm just gonna do it. With that being said though, I'm actually making this intro after I already did the clean out. So I kind of know how it went. It was a little bit more than I was expecting, and there is some funny moments, especially with the piano. That was the first time I ever removed the piano, so stay tuned for that. But with that being said, just enjoy the video. So first load, I'm gonna try to do like all metal, since I already have some stuff from yesterday. Oh, the guy took the scaffolding down. Huh. So that's the plan, all metal first. Hopefully we can get a full load, make some quick cash. First load, straight metal, going back for the rest. Some easy profit. All right, just pulled the scrap yard, got to unload the first load of straight metal, and then we're going back to do straight trash. Show you guys real quick. Decent amount in here. A lot. No, I was keeping those. Still a lot of little stuff to do. Wow, one load doesn't even look like we made a dent. How many more loads do you think we got? Or not today, but until this place is empty. All right, here to crank out the first load and see what she cost.
Like, what just like, give me the
first dump receipt. Thank you.
Vlogs.
Too bad, thank you. All right, first dump receipt. 1967. All right, back to the job. All right, squeezing one more load out of here. And then probably gonna call it a day for today because I got some other jobs to do. All right, I think we made a dent. Time is, I think this is the last one. Yeah, 11:11. Things filling up pretty quick though. What do we do? What are we at? 3 or? I guess we don't even have to count the first one because it was metal. So we're really at like 2 loads of trash. How many more we got? Like all like that really big stuff, Mark's still picking up. So I would say like 3, maybe. I don't know. All right, let's go to the dump. What was that? That was second load, 30, 40. That's all we're doing for the warehouse clean out. Probably get back at it Monday. Back in business. What day is it? Oh, it's Wednesday. Monday, Tuesday, didn't roll around.
September 7th.
Had some stuff come up, Labor Day. Just gonna try to bang out as many loads as we can today and hopefully finish the job and get it loaded. So let's get there, get started. What do you gotta say?
Yeah, go to the top.
All right, we're back in business. Looks like they got a lot out of here actually. Golf cart staying. I think that fridge is staying.
With that cooler.
I'm taking the coolers. Mini fridge works. A little loud, but oh, I forgot all those tires. We gotta do like 4 of those at a time. I think that's all the dump takes. Not too bad. Punching bag stands definitely getting swung in the house. Got definitely several more loads. We could do it. Definitely got a nice load on her.
Step right up.
A little bit of an issue here. First time running this deal. Throw it on 0.5 zoom. Let's get her up there in an angle. Wow, this thing's heavy.
This is a dog.
This is tall.
This is a $40 pieces down here. Take her down. Woo! Alright, let's get under. What do you think? I'm thinking roll it over like the top?
Yeah.
For all you viewers back home, you like to watch us crack our backs here. Oh crap! This thing's heavy.
Say you wrench the piano.
Step right up. She only weighs about 3 grand.
Need a steel?
Like we just lost the G cord.
Alright, can I get a drop in the comments how these are usually done? Maybe I should watch a YouTube tutorial.
3 pounds at a time we're taking out. You folks at home are wondering what it looks like on the inside of these guys. There you go.
What do you think that lined up for 10 pounds?
Probably.
Alright, we're getting somewhere. Things almost busted to scrambles now, but
Some shambles.
it's a little bit lighter. Alright, so if you're wondering what the inside of a piano looks like and what the heavy ass piece is, I guess you probably were supposed to unscrew it. And that's how you disassemble these things. And it's got some big bolts, but we ain't got time for that. Alright, we just got another full load with the piano in it. That was a nightmare. Also forgot to mention that that last load was 33. So now time to head back to the dump and see what this one costs. Doing this live. What load is this today?
Second load.
Second load today. Hello. Had some jobs this morning, so we're calling it 2 o'clock. And I got stuff to do.
Have a great day.
Thank you. I got stuff to do later, so just gonna call it early and finish up tomorrow with like one more load at that place, and also I got some other jobs, so make it a full day. 20 bones, not bad. See you tomorrow. All right, it is now Thursday. Still working on the warehouse, but you know, I'm just going at my own pace here. Check this out. I don't know if that's focusing. Oh yeah. It's an egg white panini with lettuce, a little bit of light cream cheese and mayo, and banana peppers. Snagged this before I go to the scrap yard, because I'm gonna try to scrap that like metal piece that was on the piano, because it's like 400 pounds. So I'm kind of in a pickle here. Like, do I bring it to the dump and pay to dump it? And I still don't know. They don't have like a specific pile for metal and wood. It's like one or the other. Or do I bring it to the scrap yard and try to make like 30 bucks off of it for scrapping it? But they might give me a hard time because there's like a lot of wood still attached to it. And I don't think I have a big enough socket set to unscrew it. So I think we're just gonna send it to the scrap yard and see what they say. Oh well, but let's get this sandwich review real quick. Not bad for a breakfast item from Wawa. I'll give that like a 8 out of 10. That's pretty good. All right, let's go to the scrapyard. All right, little update. It started raining, and this is gonna make it so much harder to try to pull this heavy piece of the piano out, and I really hope they don't give me a hard time, because it looks like it's more wood than metal, but weight-wise, the metal is so much heavier compared to the wood that's attached to it. And I mean, I've dropped stuff that's like this before, where it's like chairs are like 50% wood and 50% metal, and they've let me drop them. But this piece kind of looks like it's mostly wood, even though it's not, because it's like 400 pounds. And obviously wood's not that heavy because it's not even that large. It's probably like 5 foot by 4 foot wide. But yeah, let's see what happens. Hopefully we can even get it out. All right, there's a lot of my information on here, so I fold it in half. But we got $36 in scrap metal from just those 2 little Red Bull mini fridges and that piano. So that thing was probably like 300 pounds. So that works out. Time to hit the ATM. All right, we're back. We got that left because they decided they wanted to go. Obviously some little stuff over there. This stuff, that fridge is staying. The bar is staying. This one right here. This wheel's staying. The coolers, there's 2. And the golf cart, obviously. And then that back table over there is going. And there's like a small pile of tires left, a chest, and that boxing thing's coming home with me. And then we need to sweep up 1 o'clock. So I'll probably just work till like 4, if it even takes that long. And then finish up and get paid tonight. So let's get after it. All right, got the thing loaded down. Place is about empty. Gotta obviously sweep up over there, get that little blue tub. One reason I grab it now is because it's full of weight, so I'll make a little scrap pile in the front of my trailer when I come back for this like maybe 3/4 load. I gotta grab that, those which are metal, so that'll be nice, add that to the scrap pile. Then all this stuff, so we're pretty much done. Oh yeah, and then I gotta come back for that table. I might have a 3/4 load left, if that, and half of it's gonna be metal. So I'll be able to make a fourth run of the scrapyard, or would that be third? Might be third run of the scrapyard. Oh yeah, and that sign is like a big chunk of metal. So it's like one of those light up signs. So it's got like framing inside it and stuff. So that's also gonna be added to the scrap pile. Oh yeah, and I got a few more tires to come back and get. I'm gonna run this to the dump, see how much this load's running us. I would assume probably 30, 40 bucks. And come back, load up some metal, and then get the rest of the junk and sweep up, finish up, and then we're done. So pretty good. Oh, all right, we got her empty at the dump. Oh my God, it's pouring on my arm. Now that load was $29.95, and that was the 5th load. So back, load up some metal and the little amount of stuff that's left, sweep up, finish up, and then hopefully get paid tonight. We're getting there. We're getting a load of this technique. Got the piece of plywood for a little bit of stiffness, or a little bit of less of a ramp, because this tarp is about at least 300 pounds, and it's pretty hard to get up there. That's how it's done. All right, place is done. Everything else you see is staying. Did a pretty good job. I actually did a lot of sweeping and there's still a lot of dirt left, but I just was trying to get like the big stuff off the floor for pictures, because the rest can just be easily blown out with a leaf blower and I don't have that on me. So if they want me to come back and do that, I can, but I'm sure whoever's moving into this will just do that. But yeah, that's done. Trailer's loaded down. There's probably half the trailer is metal, so that's good. I'll probably make as much in metal as I'm gonna pay in dump fees for that trailer over there. Let's go to the dump, see what this last load cost us to dump, and now we can talk numbers. All right, last ticket for the 6th load was $24.59. I still got a decent amount of metal back there though. All right, we are back at the house. Time to talk some numbers, because I know that's what everyone likes to talk about. But before we hop into them real quick, I want to talk about 2 things that I would have done differently now looking over the job, editing the video, and reading some comments from a nice gentleman gave me on the quote video that I actually should have done. Was first things first, if I have a job that's over 5 loads for my 10 cubic yard trailer, I immediately should be like, I'm running a U-Haul for this job. And I don't know why that I didn't think about that. I probably just wasn't really thinking about it because I didn't want to do the whole job in one day. I'd rather go at it at my own pace. But looking back now, I dragged that out way longer than I should have. I should have just disciplined myself and scheduled one dude that would have worked with me all day to just bang that puppy out. But then I wouldn't have made, if I did it that way, I probably wouldn't have taken the time to go to the scrapyard and make that extra money. So I don't know. I mean, profit wise, the way I did it was probably more profitable, but it just, if I was busy and I actually had a lot going on, it would not have been the right way to do it. I mean, I don't have a lot going on. I'm switching, or I don't have a marketing team anymore, so I have no one running my ads. And I actually just turned them on yesterday. I had them completely off while I was doing this job, so I really wasn't that busy. So I don't know. But like for future, if there's not a warehouse full of metal, obviously, and you're thinking it's 5 or more loads in your own trailer, you immediately should be thinking like, oh, I'm going to rent a 26-foot U-Haul and make my life way easier. Second thing is, pianos are hard and heavy, and bring a socket set and a big screwdriver, because that was just a mess. I probably should have tried to disable that a little bit better. I don't know. Drop below in the comments how you guys deal with pianos, because that was a nightmare. But it was pretty funny. We got it handled though. Well, let's talk some numbers. Got it written on this old piece of mail. This is interesting. This is probably going to surprise a lot of you how profitable this job is, especially for how cheap I'm charging for 7 loads pretty much, if you count the first main load that went to a scrapyard. So first, I'm starting with the dump fees. So, or I guess I should start with, I charge $1,800 for this job. I know if it was a random person, I'd probably be closer to $2,500 because it was like 7 loads. But family friend, and I'm not going to charge them through the nose, even when I know I'm still going to be super profitable from this, and you'll hear that in a second. On these dump fees, by the way, I'm just rounding up to the nearest dollar. So first dump fee, 20 bucks. Second dump fee, 31. Third dump fee, 34. Fourth dump fee, 21. Fifth dump fee, 29. And sixth dump fee, $25. So our total expenses and dump fees is $160. I went to the scrapyard 3 times, and one of them I did today and just didn't record. And it was the rest of those big cylinders that were super heavy, probably over 100 pounds each. Then that blue tub that was full of weights that go on like a stack for like a cable press machine. It was a full stack of them, so I don't know how heavy that is. That's easily over 100 pounds. And just some other miscellaneous. Oh yeah, this metal sign that was in there. I went over some of the stuff like you probably saw a little bit ago, but yeah, I got another $75 worth of metal out of there today. So if you add up all 3 runs to the scrapyard, we actually got out $181 worth of scrap metal. So we made more money in metal than we spent on dump fees. I spent $160 at the dump and I made $181 at the scrapyard. So our metal alone from that job covered our dump fees, which is pretty ridiculous. Start at the 1800 and you take away the 160 dump fees and then you add back the $181 of metal. Since we made money from the metal, we're already above 1800 again. So it's 18 something. And then I wanted to be generous for you guys, and I just put $100 for gas because I kind of dragged it out over 3 separate days, and I did have to drive all the way to the warehouse to get started again. Then there's obviously 6 trips to the dump and 2 to the scrapyard, 2 or 3 to the scrapyard. So I was being generous and I put $100 on my gas expenses. So that brings down our profit margin down to $1,721. And then you got to factor in that I did hire some of my buddies to work for, it was like several hours each day. It was not a lot. I think I paid, I don't remember exactly. I know I didn't pay either of them over 75. I know the first day when I was working with Ray, he only worked for like 3 hours, but I didn't pay either of them over 75, and I know Ray was a lot lower than 70 even. So we'll just do 70 times 2 and say I paid out 140 in employee expenses. So that brings our profit margin for this job down to $1,581. Yeah. Honestly, I really didn't think it'd be that high. When I was editing this video back and everything and thinking about how many loads and trips I did at the dump, realistically, I pulled 7 loads out of there, and my load price is 400 times 7. I usually try to charge 400 unless it's like concrete debris or something. So realistically, if I quoted that correctly and quoted 7 loads, I would have been at $2,800. That's a lot more than what I quoted, and I know I probably should have quoted more, but like I said, family friend, they've done a ton for me. They've fed me hundreds of times, brought me to so many sick places. Like I'm talking, I've been friends with this kid since so long, and his parents were really just trying to help me out, so I wasn't going to charge them to the nose. And as you can see, I'm obviously still super profitable. Even if you want to say, oh, you gotta think about the wear and tear on your truck and your insurance for the month and how much you spend on ads. Well, I'm not even running ads. Yeah, so if you want to take some out of the 1,500, we can even round all the way down to $1,000. I'm still happy. I probably put, I don't even know, maybe 10 to 12 hours into that warehouse clean out. Maybe. I mean, that's being generous. Probably closer to 10. Happy with that. Pretty cool experience. Happy I could help my friend out and put some money in my pocket. Oh, and they were going to do it themselves, and they were just going to rent dumpsters out, fill the dumpsters themselves, and because they thought it'd be so much cheaper, but they got quoted at $1,500 for 2 big dumpsters. So, and they still would have had to do all the work themselves with loading it, had to still pay $1,500 and did pretty much clear the whole place out, be there for a whole day or 2 and get all sweaty because it definitely wasn't easy, but it wasn't super hard either. So I charged them 300 more bucks to literally get the place pretty much spotless. I dragged this outro out probably a little bit longer than I needed to, so sorry about that. But as always, if you enjoyed and you want to help me out, hit the like and subscribe button. And if you have a comment, I will try to get to your comment if you ask a question, but if you just want to comment, say what up to help the algorithm and boost my video for more people. Appreciate it. Top G. No, I'm kidding. I don't know why I just said that. I'm not an Andrew Tate fan, so I don't know why I just... Oh, forget it. I'll see you guys next video. Peace.